So let's talk about weight loss versus A1C for a second, because there's this huge fight going on, and I just kind of want to get to the bottom of it. Let's break it down. Okay, so I am a part of an Ozempic support group on Facebook, and this group is pretty great overall as far as giving everybody like support, giving tips, side effects, things to look out for. It's just a good community for people to get started and get support with taking the medication. Now, unfortunately, what you're starting to see is people who are actually been diagnosed with diabetes versus people who haven't been diagnosed with diabetes and are on the medication strictly for weight loss. It's sort of like what happens in team sports, right? Or religion or politics. You have one side versus the other, and it is driving me crazy. Like, I don't understand how people are so opinionated about what someone else is doing, right? You kind of just let these people use what they need to use in order to accomplish whatever they need to accomplish. As long as it's not hurting you personally, what is the issue? Everybody has been looking for that weight loss in a pill. So, of course, the general mass of the population is going to want to gravitate and use this medication in order to lose weight. So, people have been looking for any way, any possible shortcut that they can take to lose weight without exercising or dieting for the past, 50 years. It's been decades of this, right? And friends and family I've always told them, like, whatever company created weight loss in a pill would be the most profitable company of all time. And I feel like that's exactly where we're headed with the FDA approval of, I think it's Wegovy for weight loss, Monjuro, strictly for weight loss. It's going to be pandemonium. Any and everybody is going to be using this medication. Now, A1C is very important for diabetics, right? And it's important for people who are at risk for developing diabetes. High blood sugar levels is what ultimately leads to organ damage and all of the bad things that happen when people have diabetes. But you can't demonize somebody who doesn't have diabetes because they want to lose weight and they're using the same medication. As long as their demand is not taken away from your supply, what is the issue? Like, everybody can coexist in the same ecosystem. You don't have to be, one against the other. It doesn't have to be, bulls versus bears or Republicans versus Democrats. Everybody, we're all using this medication together. Let's help each other, provide tips, provide what has worked for you when you've had these side effects. Just share the knowledge and like embrace each other and embrace the community, because this is the future. The sooner that you can embrace other people, the happier that you're going to be ultimately. Let's be happy for each other instead of bringing each other down. Now, if we want to talk about what's more important in terms of your overall health, weight loss or A1C, I would say these things work hand in hand. Generally, if you're losing weight, that means you're consuming less calories, probably consuming less carbs, which means your A1C is going to drop down because you're not consuming as many carbs over the next 3 months. So that ultimately that number is going to come down. So I really think they work hand in hand. Now, this is where it gets tricky. There are posts and people will complain a lot about their A1C levels are good, but they're not losing any weight, and they get frustrated by that fact. And that's when you have to, encourage those people to, hey, you may not be losing any weight, but at least, your blood sugar levels are under control, which is ultimately very, very important for diabetic, right? You want to make sure that that blood sugar level is under control at all times, so it's not leading to things like blindness and erectile dysfunction and heart-related issues and all the bad things that can happen from high blood sugar levels. So it's very, very important for diabetics to keep that under control, regardless if you're losing weight or not. That can be adjusted, right? You can continue to cut calories. You can start exercising and not leave everything up to the medication, which is the way it's supposed to be, right? You're supposed to combine diet, exercise, and the medication to be as healthy as possible. A lot of people are taking shortcuts by not doing all three steps and just continuing relying on the medication. And those people probably aren't going to be as successful as the people who do it correctly. I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest because, again, I don't understand the tribalism. I just don't understand it. We're all in this together. Let's help each other. Let's encourage people. Let's all get healthy. We can all coexist no matter what the reason you're taking the medication for. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has, please check out my other videos, including this one, where I detail how I lost 100 pounds and I am back on the road to losing 100 more. And I will see you guys in the next video.